Another stunning day here on the peninsula. Sunday morning. A few people out walking, running, cycling, and not saying I'm jealous, but sailing as well. A few other boats on their way out to their favourite fishing spots too. Then, taking a closer look down there, somewhere among all that greenery, is the John Deere, slugging away with Graham at the controls. I tore my eyes away from all of that to take a look around the country club. I won't take your time to look at every single fairway, but actually, just for a moment I will. Here is fairway number 2. You can see that not only has the grass been cut on the fairway and around the green, but also the bunkers have been given a substantial haircut and the weeds will soon wither and die as well. We have a new member in our team now, Jaden from We Do Landscaping. He and Phil worked many hours to achieve the result on fairway number 2 and then, for good measure, were with Graham out on the 12th on Sunday. We can now add a committed capability to our mowing team as Jaden has committed to help us to clean up the bunkers and cart paths and to tackle the weeds on both. Since the update last week, we have made more progress on our scorecard. You will see that some of the red dots have become orange and some of those have become green. Our progress has been affected by the weather a little bit this week, but it is still noticeable progress. The scorecard shows that we have now reduced the red dots from 58 to 50. We have increased the green dots from 6 to 14. The most visible evidence of that is obvious when you walk alongside the 2nd and 3rd holes and then the 10th, 12th, 13th and 18th. In this coming week, we plan to be able to place green dots against the rough and fairways of the 7th, 8th and 9th. But the biggest changes are going to come after our volunteer day on the 3rd of November. We have 5 working groups organised to tackle that big mass of red dots. One of our teams will be addressing the pest plants and weeds. Hopefully this will make a material difference for those of you who are affected by the out-of-control spread of these plants. The focus for the volunteer day on the 3rd of November will be mostly around the back 9, and then on the 10th of November will be entirely around the front 9. Another of our teams, led by Jaden, will be tackling the bunkers and paths. And then another of our teams, led by Jason, will be retrieving all of the rubbish from across the country club, emptying all of the bins, picking up all the doggy bags and removing all of that from the site completely. We expect that all 18 of the red dots on the bottom line of our scorecard will have changed colour by this time next week. Also on that volunteer day, on the 3rd of November, we will be mowing the 6th fairway. We have been looking at how we tackle this one for a little while now. It is going to take a few sets of actions, but hopefully it will look like a fairway again by the end of next Sunday. So, back to our scorecard. By the time we come to the 3rd update next week, we should have 15 green dots on the top line. That should be a very visible milestone for us all. We should also have changed at least 20 of the red dots on the bottom 2 lines to either green or orange as well. You know, this would not be possible without the fantastic response of you all volunteering to get involved and join your energy and effort to the work. For those of you who have registered with comms at kwgnz.org, thank you. For those of you who would like to help, please send an email and let us know, and we will be very happy to meet with you on the 3rd or the 10th of November, or both. It's not too late, so if you planned to come and join us, please let us know, and we will send you out an information pack and video so that you know what you will be expected to do. We are going to spend just 3 hours on the Sunday, and then have a barbecue before we all return home. In that 3 hours, we will achieve a lot. We also want to thank you for the donations that have been received. So far, more than 60 donations have come to us. We're still learning about the performance of our fleet of mowers, and of course they're all doing some heavy lifting with this first cut. Our plan is to do a second lower cut, and then the third time we get to all the fairways, greens and tees, we should be at a fairly stable level of time, effort and energy consumption. Just after they have been cut, the fairways do look amazing, especially considering the contrast with how they have looked as they have become so overgrown. Once we've completed the second cut, our ongoing plan is to mow for 2 days of the month for the first 3 weeks of every month. This is a matter of time, affordability and cost of maintenance of the machinery. This means that the country club will look tidy and well maintained. We hope to be able to cut every fairway every month, but weather may play a hand in what we can actually achieve. Our plan is to get to that point before the end of November, and we think that if we manage the situation carefully, we should have enough in donations to see us through at least into the early part of next year. So thank you so much for playing your part in this huge effort and being so generous in your giving. From where we are sitting, it feels a real privilege to be part of a community with such resolve and determination. John Watson is a bit of a historian, and he explained to me when we made the 3 Men Went to Mow video that this peninsula has a rich history of people standing firm for what they believe in. It feels good to be a part of continuing that rich tradition as we each play a role in holding our focus, determination and conviction in standing up for what is right for this community and for those that will come after us. Thank you.